Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, if this is the first video of mine that you've ever clicked on, welcome, come on in. My name is Millie. I post 3 times a week on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. It's always affordable and it is always cruelty free. And in today's video I'm going to be going over my favourite concealers, specifically under eye concealers, but I do use these concealers in other ways as well, specifically for dry skin. If you have got dry skin, you know the struggles trying to find a concealer that doesn't look heavy, that doesn't look cakey, that still adds some life to your under eyes, but without it looking too glowy, because we don't want to look sweaty, we don't want to add glow there to illuminate too much, because that adds to sort of the hollowness under your eyes. It's such a fine balance, but I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 concealers here that I love, that if you've got dry skin and you're looking for a great drugstore, high street, affordable concealer, I highly recommend all of these ones. So I will leave all of these linked down below. I would love to hear if any of these are your favourites as well. And let's just get on into it. I have ranked these from most coverage to, no, other way around, least coverage to most coverage, because I feel like in my brain that is just how this makes the most sense. And let's just dive on in, because I've got 7 concealers that I love, that I want to absolutely rave about for the next 20 minutes or so. So firstly, we have got the MUA Pro Base Double Shot Under Eye Brightener. So technically sort of a colour correcting sort of a vibe for this one. This is the light shade, which is slightly pink. This is, like I say, sort of a colour corrector concealer. I can absolutely use this one by itself, but where I feel like this one really comes into its own is layering this underneath another concealer, underneath any of the options that I'm going to talk about coming up. But the tone of this one is just perfect for cancelling out dark circles under your eyes. Obviously light for my skin tone, but they do have other tones as well. Beautiful, beautiful concealer. Very, very thin. Like, not the most coverage, the least coverage out of the ones that I'm going to talk about, but the colour correcting quality of this one absolutely works by itself. I do generally like to layer this with another concealer. Does not crease, lasts all day, looks flawless, feels very, very nice and thin, very, very nice and hydrating. Absolutely a firm favourite. I mean, you can see the windowing in all of that packaging. I love this stuff. I have got another one in backup. I will never be without this concealer. It's beautiful. And I do believe I've tried this with all of the other ones that I'm going to talk about. And like I say, underneath any of them is just perfection, specifically for the dark circles. Because of the tone of this one, it's not necessarily one that I would use on the rest of my face. You could if you had more of a pink undertone. I have more of a warm undertone, so that's not necessarily something that I use on spots, blemishes, etc. But under the eyes, cannot be beaten. So next up we have got the Catrice Instant Bright Serum Concealer. Again, very, very thin feeling. It's a serum concealer. That is the point of it. It is very, very thin feeling, but it does offer a really great amount of coverage. It says medium coverage. I would definitely agree with that. It has more of a glowy finish. If you had very, very dry skin around your eyes and you wanted something quite glowy, I would absolutely go for this one. If you had more normal oily skin, I would maybe stay away from this one. There are others coming up that I feel like would potentially suit you better. This one, if I am sort of doing a no makeup sort of a day and I want something that's more of like a natural glowy finish, this is generally the one that I reach for. I very, very much enjoy it. And Catrice, really, really affordable, but also more of a shade range in this one than the MUA one. Next up is, if you've seen my channel before, you know the love affair that I have with this concealer. This is one of 2 that I am wearing today. I have this one on. This is the 17 Second Skin Enhancing Concealer. I will say, do not judge the, do not pick your shade by the shades that are on the Boots website, by like the list. look at the little swatch picture. If I can find it, I will insert it here, because the shade numbers don't go from lightest to darkest. It's all like undertones and it's a little bit strange, and this has completely rubbed off, so I couldn't even tell you what shade this is. I think that this is 2Y. Can't remember. I cannot remember. But if you can go into a Boots and find this one, I cannot recommend this highly enough. I think that this is the most affordable one that I'm going to talk about today. So affordable, and if you've got a Boots card, you get a little bit of money off as well. Beautiful, beautiful concealer. One that I have repurchased multiple times. I have repurchased the wrong shade multiple times. And I have gone back and bought my actual shade. That's what I mean about it just being quite confusing, trying to find your shade. If you can go in or look at the swatch picture to figure out your shade, beautiful. Very, very thin feeling, very, very hydrating looking. One that I would absolutely sort of just dot all over the face and blend out with a sponge. Again, medium coverage, not the most coverage, glowy, sort of natural satiny sort of finish. It's not too glowy, it's not sort of sweaty looking. I wouldn't say it's illuminating, it's just a nice natural sort of a finish, and so affordable. Absolutely one that I will always have in my collection. I very, very much enjoy it. So next up is the first sort of more matte finish. This is the Brighten and Perfect Cream Concealer. I have this one in light 2 fair. Definitely more of a matte finish, even though it says Brighten and Perfect. I would say it's a little bit brightening, but more in like, this is just a little bit of a brighter tone for me, rather than it being illuminating. Sets down beautifully. The other ones I would potentially set with a little bit of powder, even on my dry skin. This one you do not need powder on it. It looks beautiful, very smoothing. I find more coverage. I would say that this is like a medium to full coverage. You can absolutely build it up. I think that this is meant to be a dupe for a NARS concealer. I don't know. I'm not a high-end makeup girly. I don't know what this is necessarily meant to be a dupe for. I just know that I very, very much enjoy it, and out of the, I think I've tried 2 concealers from Emco. This is the one that I prefer. I very, very much like the amount of coverage and the finish, and it lasts beautifully. Then we have got Technic, and when I show you this, you're not allowed to judge how dirty it is, because I actually use the makeup that I'm talking about here. I do actually use these things, so it is filthy looking, quite frankly. But this is the Technic Triple Wave Serum Concealer. Look how filthy that is. It's disgusting. Beautiful, thin, hydrating feeling serum concealer, but really, really packs a punch when it comes to coverage. Absolutely full coverage. Like, you're not seeing anything through this, but it also looks natural because it's that more serum-y texture, and it is a very thin sort of texture. It's got a pump on the top. Honestly, a pump of this would do your whole face like 3 times over. It is so full coverage. I do prefer to use with a lot of these I do prefer to use a sponge, but definitely with this one I will always use this with a sponge to dial down the coverage, because it's a lot. It doesn't look heavy, it doesn't look like a lot, it's just a lot of coverage. I hope that that makes sense. Like, it doesn't look crazy heavy or thick or anything like that, because it is the serum-y sort of texture, but it is a lot of coverage. But I very, very much enjoy this. Again, very, very thin feeling, just absolutely beautiful on the skin. You need the tiniest amount of this one. Then penultimate concealer here. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultra Cover Concealer. Out of all of the concealers that I have tried, including the new one that they just did the packaging of. I feel like this one, the Lasting Perfection that's got the little sponge on top, that one is the same as the original Lasting Perfection concealer. This is an updated formula, the Ultra Cover. I feel like if you have dry skin, this one is preferable in my opinion, just because this one feels thinner. It's still a lot of coverage, sort of the same as the Technic one, still a lot of coverage, but you can use a very, very small amount of this. I have a tiny bit of this one on over the top of the 17 one, so I put the 17 one sort of all over and like under the eye, and then I put the Collection Ultra Cover just right onto where my dark circles are, because your girl's not sleeping very much at the minute. I very, very much enjoy this one. It was one of my favourite products from last year. I think that this is an absolutely standout concealer, and in my opinion, I feel like everybody's tried the Lasting Perfection. Everybody knows it. If you are my sort of age, the Lasting Perfection concealer was the only concealer that we had available to us in the late noughties. Like, that is all that we had, and it's great, it's good, it's a good concealer. This one, I feel like if you've got dry skin, is better. It's almost a thinner texture, slightly more hydrating feeling, but it still offers that full coverage and can absolutely be built up. And I very, very much enjoy the absolutely massive applicator on this one. That like stands this one out from all of the others. The others just have like either the pump from the Technic one or just like regular small doe foots. This one is huge. Like, if you want a Tarte Shape Tape concealer applicator, this is the one that you need. Absolutely beautiful. And then lastly, the last concealer, my recommendation if you have got dry skin, is the Sleek In Your Tone Longwear concealer. This is another one that, like, a lot of these I'm like very close to running out of. And you know when you're like, I'm aware that I'm running out of all of my favorites sort of all at the same time now, and that's gonna be a big Boots order when I go on and repurchase all of these. I have repurchased multiple of these. This is beautiful. More of a matte finish. I think out of all of these, I would say that this one is the most matte, but it's still not drying on the skin. It still looks beautiful on the skin. I have this in the shade 1N, and it's just perfect for like a slightly brightening effect around the eyes. The shade range that they have in this one, I think, outweighs all of the others. I'm not sure off the top of my head how many shades the Collection one is. Probably out of all of these, either the Collection or the Sleek for a fantastic shade range, but the shade range on the Sleek one is phenomenal. They also do a foundation in this same In Your Tone range, and I also highly recommend that one. I am going to be doing a video soon where I go over all of the makeup products that I have repurchased and will always repurchase because I just love them so much. That will be coming up soon, and this concealer is absolutely front and center of that one. I think over my lifetime I've been through like 4 or 5 of these, and I think it was only 2023 when this came out. I love. And like I say, more of a matte finish, but still not drying looking on the skin. I would say out of all of them, this probably is the heaviest feeling, but I don't even mean that in necessarily a bad way. I know that sounds bad. It does sound bad, but even though it is the heaviest, it's still not heavy. It's still lovely and lightweight on the skin. You can apply a very, very small amount of it and blend it out sort of with a sponge, or you can absolutely build it up, and I just love. I mean, I love all of them, but out of, I do love the 17 one. I was about to say this would probably be my favourite. If I had to only pick one, I probably would pick this one, because I feel like this is the most versatile, because you can sheer it out. It does dry down and sort of sink in to be more matte, I think this probably would be one that if I could only repurchase one, this would probably be the one that I'd choose. So I would love to hear if you also love these concealers, or if you've tried these concealers and you hate them. I would also love to hear that, because I find it so interesting that like I can feel so passionately about all of these and you can have such a completely different experience with them. I would love to hear about it, because we are all friends here. We do not fall out over coloured powder or coloured liquids. That is not what we do here. But I would love to hear if you have any other recommendations that I haven't mentioned here, because I am always on the lookout for more cruelty-free and affordable concealer options. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.